Today I am crocheting these adorable little octos. Look at those big eyes. And I am crocheting them in this color blue. So if you would like to grab a cup of coffee and come crocheting with me, I would love to have your company. Let's go. Hi, and welcome to my channel, Heartfelt Crochets by Darlene. Here on my channel, you will find tutorials and crochet with me's and look what I've made. So if that's what you're looking for, then you've come to the right place. So grab a cup of coffee or whatever it is that you're drinking today. Come crochet with me. Oh, and hey, by the way, if you like the videos, give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of all my upcoming videos. Okay, now let's go crochet. All right, so we are going to create another one of these little guys. This is Parfait Chunky in the color Azure. When I first got it, I said Azure or Azure. I didn't know how. It's spelled A-Z-U-R-E. So I went ahead and I Googled the pronunciation and the voice said Azure. So this is the color Azure, and it's from Premier Yarns. So we're going to be using that color today. We are using a 4.5 millimeter hook. You're going to need a pair of scissors, 11 millimeter eyes with the backings, or you can glue them if you prefer, and some black, just a little piece of black yarn for the little eyelashes or eyebrows, if you will, and the mouth. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm gonna put these aside for now. Oh, and you're gonna also need a stitch marker because this works in rounds, and you want to make sure that you end your row where you're supposed to. Okay. We are going to begin with a slip knot, and we are going to chain 2, and we are going to single crochet 12 in this first chain, the second chain from the hook. 1, 2. The reason why I'm starting off with 12 instead of crocheting 6 and then doing an increase around to result in 12 is because this creates a nice round head. You don't end up getting that little cone when you do the 6 crochet and then the increase. So I start off these with crocheting 12. And where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 10, 11, and 12. Then we are going to do a single crochet increase. In the first, I'm going to do 1 single crochet. I'm going to place my stitch marker. And then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch. 2. Come on. And we just continue with the 1 single crochet, and then increase for this round. It's a really simple pattern and it goes quite quickly. Okay. And then we remove our stitch marker, and the next round is single crochet 2 and increase. Increase, single crochet 2, increase, repeat, okay, and an increase in the last stitch to complete that row. And then the next row is single crochet 3 and increase. 2, 3, increase, 1, 2, 3, and increase. 1, 2, 3, increase, 1, and increase. Now for rows 5, 6, and 7, we are just going to single crochet around. So for 3 rows, just single crochet in each stitch around. And this is where I get a little chatty. Gonna have a sip of coffee. Okay. Had to wet my whistle before I started gabbing. We have another major storm coming that's supposed to start tonight. Snow all day tomorrow into the next morning around 6 a.m. We're supposed to get dumped on 12 to 15 inches. It's April 3rd today. It was supposed to be seeing some spring weather. Yeah. So I am really hoping this is our last storm. We've prepared for an outage. We have an old furnace, but we have a wood stove backup, so my husband Chris is bringing in some wood tonight, so we have that in case we lose power. I have gallon jugs that are filled with water for cooking, drinking, and flushing if we lose power. Oh yeah, good fun stuff that we're used to here in Maine. The good thing is about the snowstorm and losing power, we can bring our food outside and put it in the snowbank to keep it cold and semi-frozen. If we lose power. Where do you live? What kind of weather do you have right now? Do you have nice warm weather where you're living? Let me know in the comments below. I like knowing a little bit about my subscribers and get to know you as I try to build my community here on my YouTube channel. Okay, so we are just about done with doing 3 rows around of single crochets. This is such a pretty blue. So I found out that the problem with my thumb that I've been complaining about for the past few videos, before I end up going on to the next row, I want to share with you just a little bit. It's called trigger thumb. A lot of you probably heard of trigger finger. This is called trigger thumb, and it has to do with the cord that runs down inside, and there's like a tube, or they call it a pulley. And as you bend your thumb, this cord goes up and down inside this pulley. And apparently I have like a little nodule that's developed there. So every time that I bend this part up here, because this is what really activates this cord, and it gets stuck. And it really hurts. So I can either get some steroid injections to relieve the inflammation and hope that works, or they can do surgery and then hopefully just get some movement back in there. Like right now, that is hurting me. And then it locks. And yeah, so anyway, I think what I might end up doing is batch create some videos so that I have like a month to 6 weeks worth of videos scheduled so that you don't miss any videos. And forget about me, that would make me sad, while I end up having that procedure and then having some healing time. So yep, I'll let you know when that's gonna happen. I'm gonna have a doctor's appointment probably next week to discuss it. All right, so enough about my thumb. Let's go on to row 8, which is single crochet 3 and then decrease around. So single crochet, so it's 3 and then decrease, single crochet 3 and decrease, it's really bumming me out because I really love crocheting and I am not giving it up. I'm gonna do something about it. And it's not caused from crocheting, it's caused from just live repetitive movement and different things that you do. Okay, so then the next one is single crochet 2. Single crochet 2 and then decrease. Hello. Hello. Single crochet 2, decrease, single crochet 2, decrease. You know, I don't end up going slow on these crochet with me's because it's not a tutorial. It is in a sense because it's showing you how to make, you know, a certain project if you don't know how. But this is a crochet with me. We're sitting, we're talking, we're crocheting together. I tell you what needs to be done, and then, you know the stitches, and you go ahead and you do it. And we crochet together. The good thing is you can pause the video. Okay, so the next row we are going to do the back loop only. So right here, back loop only. And we're going to single crochet 1, decrease around. So single crochet, a stitch marker, back loop only, and then 1 single crochet and decrease, oh, come on, and last one, decrease. This is where we are going to place our safety eyes between rows 6 and 7. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's going to be right in here. So right about here and here. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here. So it ends up looking this way because this is the tentacles are going to be down here. Looks about right. So let's go ahead and put the backing on. That hurt the thumb. Okay. Make sure it's on good and tight. And then we are going to stuff this little guy. I like to break up wet my polyfill a little bit so it's not like really lumpy inside the project that you're doing. I'm going to go ahead and remove the stitch marker because it's kind of like snagging it in the way. And just keep on stuffing until it's nice and firm, but yet not hot as a rock. If you like it a little more gushier, then put less, but if you want it to really hold its form good, you want to make sure you put enough and kind of just push it around the sides. There we go. That's good. It's nice and round. Good shape. Okay, so the next row is going to be single crochet 1 and decrease. Okay, so remove the stitch marker. Oops. And single crochet, replace the stitch marker. Decrease. Single crochet, decrease, and repeat. And single crochet. There we go. Okay, you're going to remove that stitch marker and thread your darning needle. And we are going to, in the front loop only, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and okay, that should be good. I don't know, see, I didn't want to go into that last one, so yeah. And we're going to pull that snug. Let's try to thread that again, just so that we can hide our tail and make it nice and secure. Just going to stick it right through and out the back. There we go. Okay. Next, we are going to make the tentacles. So we're going to grab our end of our yarn again. And on the row that we did the back loop only, this is where it ends. You can see where we started and then where it ends. We're going to go into this very first one right here. Into that front loop of the row. Pull our yarn through, yarn over, pull it through that loop. Hold this down with your middle finger back here, or however you're going to hold this yarn. Hold this secure just for a minute. And then we are going to double crochet in under that same loop that we just attached our yarn to. Double crochet, and then we're going to double crochet 3 more, so that there's 4 double crochets in that same front loop. Okay. And then in every single one around, we are going to do 4 double crochets in each one. One, 2, 3, 4, and the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just repeat that all the way around till you reach the last one right here. And then when we get there, we're just going to insert our hook back into this first front loop only and create a slip stitch. So if you want to, while I'm doing this, go ahead, excuse me, I'm sorry. While I'm doing this, just go ahead and do your row. 4 single crochets in each one. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's quite a few of them around. It seems like it's going to take you forever just because there's 4 stitches in each one. 4 double crochets in each one. And because there are 4 double crochets in each one, that's what makes the tentacles kind of start gathering together and bunching up like that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue, and I'll meet you at the end when I'm done. Okay, and we're at the last one. Oh, no, we just did the last. Oh, no, yeah, there is one more right there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And go into that first one and slip stitch, and then cut our yarn, pull through, kind of like bring it, pull tight and bring down through those two to the bottom, and tie a knot. And then go ahead and thread your darning needle with the extra tail. Put it down through the back. And then back down through and out through the bottom. And snip that yarn. And the same with this one. We're just going to bring that one up through. And that one probably won't go back down through the bottom, so we're just going to give it a snip. Okay. Now the last thing that we're going to do is make the little face. So we're going to grab a piece of black yarn, probably about 14 inches long, I'd say. And thread our darning needle. Just a little bit out this side. And then we're going to go through the bottom. And about the center of the eye, go over one. Come out right about here in between that stitch. Leave some out at the bottom because we're going to tie a knot when you're done. Going to be about center eye. And then bring it up over so it comes out center eye on the other side. It's easier now if you turn it upside down. And you see about one stitch out. Do the same thing on this side right here. And then the very row just below the eyes, we are going to come out here, turn it back around, 1, 2, cut about 3, and then come out about center. Center of the mouth. Bring your darning needle underneath the yarn of the mouth. And see where the yarn came out? We're going back in there. So it's pulling the mouth down for a smile. So go back in here. Come out the bottom in the same place where you initially went in. Then we're going to tie a knot. Cut both ends so that they're even with each other. Thread your darning needle. Oh, that one didn't go through. hang on to it so you don't lose it. Go into the same spot, come out the back, hang on to it snug and pull it up a little bit so that when you snip it, it's just going to disappear right back in. Then you can take your needle and you can just play with it a little bit, loosen it up just a little bit so it doesn't quite look so much like a V. And there we go. There's your little blue octo. Bring its friends on over. Aren't they adorable? If you enjoyed crocheting these octos with me, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to leave that comment below on where you live and what your weather is like right now. Till next time, bye.